So, hi everyone, you can see we're back here today. Don't worry, we're going to be back with the cosplays of the Iron Fist very soon. That's going to be the video after this. This one is just going to be a quick update on, remember my vlog about being honest, guys. So if you are a frequent watcher, you remember I made a video about people being honest with their videos and their content and such forth. So this is just going to be a quick update on that, and I'm not going to name and shame anyone, don't worry, but the person in question hasn't really learned. It's cosplays for everyone. I do not own any of these characters in any way, shape or form. DC, Marvel and the writers and artists of these characters, they own the rights to those, or an offshore company, not up to me. So you can cosplay whoever you want. But it's the techniques and ways in which you do it, in which you use, the words in which you say, you obviously know it came maybe from someone else. So this person obviously made the video, they put me in the footage of the video because they had a completely different channel. Let's start from the start. Had a completely different channel, made a video on how to make a Spider-Man mask after I in depth told them how to make it. They were a fan of myself. Then I obviously didn't flag the video. I told the person that, can you take that down, maybe make a new video with yourself making the mask. You know, be yourself. Don't let people see you making it and they'll know it's possible to make it. That all went without incident, that was all good. We talked about that privately. The video got taken down. He actually made a new channel afterwards. That's all brilliant. Cosplay channels I am all for. So he made the Spider-Man mask video. That was all well and good. It was basically the exact same as my video. He got a lot of people commenting on it saying you basically copied such and such person, this is the same as such and such person. And they were right, because I have all the messages. I'm not going to show them, but in depth, for at least I think a month or longer, we were talking basically every day. He was asking me questions about the dimensions of the mask, what sizes it is, the 30 centimeters by 25 centimeters, how to get the webs onto it. He actually messaged me a couple of times to use a fabric pen, where I just use a ballpoint pen. He asked me how to make the lenses, how it would be better to get the wrinkles out of the head. A lot of the time that was his problem. He couldn't get the wrinkles out of the head and make it really smooth. I told him he had to do sewing. He had to either hand sew it or get a sewing machine, sew that around the edges. That was all well and good. So that all got fixed. Brilliant. His new video started to come out just as I announced I was making the Web Warrior. So the Spider-Man 2099 mask, the Spider-Man the War mask, the Winter Soldier mask, and I think there was another mask around that time. I don't know, I think it was another Spider-Man one. Anyway, as soon as I released mine, he released his. They were basically along the same lines. On social media also, he has an account. Every time I would post, he would post. I let it slide on like a water off duck's back. Then I saw in some of his descriptions that he was trying to call his channel something similar to Let the Geeks Speak. One word was changed, he didn't even know I knew about that. I let that slide on again. Saw some comments underneath his videos. He was saying he came up with these techniques for years. He had been doing this for years. This was all he wanted to start this for a long time. Whereas when he was messaging me, he didn't know what to actually do. He knew from the videos obviously what I had put out there, what to do from then. When he run into his bumps, like getting all the wrinkles along here at the head, he didn't know what to do. Personally, I gave him advice, told him again what to do in depth. I really give him a lot of advice on the Spider-Man subject, and what he did was make his own video on it, say that he came up with all the techniques, not a shout out, not anything. That's all well and good, not even inspired by it. So it took a couple of people commenting under the video, not hating on it, basically commenting and telling him, look, we know where you got the inspiration from. He gives some credit way down the bottom. That's all well and good, look, I don't mind. It's as time went on, the same thing kept happening. He made 2 videos where they are original ideas. I have to give him that. That's why I know that this person, that's why I helped this person for a long time, was because I knew he had maybe the talent to make these things. He knew the information that I was putting out there was valid, and if you do it, that it could work out. The different thing was he wasn't giving credit where credit was due, and he was saying to people and telling all the people who were watching him that he came up with all these ideas. So all that went on. I stopped messaging completely. He kept getting hate, kept asking me about it. Could I do something about it? I never wanted to message back simply because it was rude. He hadn't changed his ways. The same thing kept happening, and also again with the Spider-Man mask, as soon as I did the chin update and the zipper here in the back, so I tightened in the neck area and made the nice chin spot, his mask video. He released a Spider-Man mask video with the chin update and the nice neck area, but he didn't show how to do it. Then in that point I knew fairly rightly that he was copying the things that I was doing and just putting them into his own videos. At that point, before that it was just speculating, maybe he's just taking inspiration from me. At that point, when I saw the Spider-Man neck update with the zipper in the back and sewing down here in the chin, that's when I knew that he was actually taking the techniques, making them into his own and putting them into his own stuff. So that's when I cut all contact off and we stopped talking completely. Some of the videos I kept watching, his were all good. He did one mask where it was an original idea. I was so happy, I was thankful, thank God, and it was a really good mask. I liked it. Then he reverted back to the same things again, saying that he did this, and he made one video where basically he kept saying that I was inspired by me, that he was inspired by me. My name got said a lot of the time through the video, and I just thought, well, if he can do this in one video, why couldn't he have done this in all the others? And that's where it came to a point where I think he messaged me and asked, I forget what it was, he kept trying to get my attention, and I just didn't want to message back. Then I saw his new video or two and he was asking permission. Actually, that's what it was. He was asking permission, could he make a mask? And again, I do not own any of these characters. I don't own the designs or whatever. But the designs and the techniques that I come up with, they do take me a lot of time to think of. When I look at a mask or a character, I think of, well, what shapes could go into that to represent the certain armor shape or the displays. And he kept asking me, was it okay? I didn't answer back, and then he says that I have permission from him to make one of the masks that I haven't made. And I just says to myself, no, I don't need your permission to make a mask. That's why I haven't made it yet, because your video's out there. Your video's good enough, your video shows how to make it, that's all well and good, I don't need to make it. So that all went on. That's where I kind of knew as well that he was stopping doing certain things because of me. That's why I stopped contacting and writing to him, because I didn't want anything to be stopped for him. I wanted him maybe to go out and again make his new masks. Then he made a new video or two or three where basically they are just the exact same as mine. Okay, so it's the exact same suit, it's the same methods, he will say that it's not the same methods and it's completely original idea, but an original idea is coming up with something new, something that no one else has ever done or came up with, and a new way to look at it. What you did was basically do exactly what I did, change one thing in it, and that's completely it. It's an original design. Sorry man, that's not how things work and that's not how things goes. I don't own the techniques or the designs. I just want to say that again, guys. The videos are all here for you if you want to cosplay, if you want to make any character that you want, but I just ask give credit where credit's due. And I knew the new videos, they weren't directed at me in any sort of way. I just am making this video to, hopefully if he's watching right now, I don't know, I'm not going to name and shame anyone because I am not like that. I cosplay for fun. I try and put out the videos there to help people and for fun. But when you're actually going to take the techniques, the hard work that I have put into them and use them for your own and say they're your own techniques and ideas, then I can't stand by, man, and let that go on. Honestly, I cannot let that go on for myself, because it is a real spit in the face to where you say you were a fan, you are a fan, you wish you were a friend, that you respect all the work and stuff. It really does come back to the Spider-Man masks, because the lens idea, the whole neck tightening in piece, the lycra fabric and actually sewing it in the shape, that all was a really painstaking process, and he just took it up within 3 weeks and did his own version of it. It was just a real spit in the face. So guys, sorry for the whole drab tale or whatever. Don't worry, if things do progress and things do keep on, I will be eventually making a video about it and on it, because I can't let it go on. This is in no way, shape or form or like a threat or anything. I just want people to know that I am watching your videos. I do watch other people's takes on what I do, and I love the messages that I get every day of people asking, can I do this design? Okay, so thank you very much. I don't want to hit the 10-minute mark in case anyone thinks that I'm trying to make extra money off this. Love you guys. Please subscribe and comment. As always, that's your Geeks Speak, and Iron Fist will be coming soon. Please be original, please be yourself, and if you do take inspiration from someone, guys, just give the credit where credit's due and give them a shout out and a link below. Bye guys, see you later.